do a review of a newly arrived Royal Enfield Classic Stealth Black 500cc, which I'll definitely tell you now, it's a great bike. I bought it as an alternative to my 1275cc Sportster, Harley Sportster, because that has too much torque and acceleration for being stuck behind a farmer in a pickup truck in a village road going into town. So if we're just going a couple of kilometers into town or short distances, or taking my girlfriend on the back, I don't want to take the Sportster to 1275cc, bored out from 883 iron. It's just too powerful to be comfortable. So I prefer that on more open roads, country roads. And so I thought I'd get this Royal Enfield. And so let's have a look. I'm very surprised because I thought it would have a lot more attitude, which it might when I get up to higher speeds. I've just had a look on it, a drive on it, and you get a nice key with it, by the way. You have to prime it. You don't have a choke. You have to prime it like this. I usually keep it held when you start. Yeah. You've got these. You've got ABS, anti-brake locking system. I need to put some oil in. I've just put some petrol in. It feels quite heavy at first when you get on it, but not really. Not really. Just put it in neutral and see if we can prime it first. You prime it for a minute. This is a British bike made in India and now made in Thailand, but I think they still bring them from India actually. I don't know. But this is telling me, what's this? On. It does have a Kickstarter, which seems pretty heavy for me, or it just needs running in. But as you can hear, it doesn't sound like a bike with attitude, does it? So I'm going to try and put this thing between my legs. Let's see if we can. Oh, this is going to be very hard. But one thing you can do is in first gear. No, I'm going to have to set it up so you can watch me drive on it. So just put it on its stand. Why is it not stopped? Usually it stops. It won't start if the kickstand is down. So let's watch me drive off on it. As you can see, very little sound. Huh? Very tight corners, very tight turns, yeah? And when you stop and put the kickstand down, it just stops anyway. So you should always stand it up and take the kickstand up when you start it. And there you go. Royal Enfield 500 Classic. Definitely good for going around town. And very quiet, at least from sitting on top. I'm not sure if it's loud when you drive past somebody, but this pea shooter, there are also panniers, what I call panniers, which is side saddlebags you can buy, which are black or blue denim look, but are waterproof inside. So I'll be doing that. And I'm going to put some kind of rear cushion and put a a grill here. So then I can do some shopping with my wife on this. Because although it is a relatively powerful, I'm not sure how many horsepower it has. Probably has about 60 horsepower maybe. I'm not sure. I'll check out the specs of this bike and which year it is. I think it's a 2021 Royal Enfield. Nice chrome beeper. Yeah. And the decals. The decal is very nice. I'd love to have like the Bonneville, the shield, a metal shield. The front here, they've also, that didn't used to be there, so they've obviously done this too. It used to be just a plate, so that looks great. Normal bulb. I can put two, these can be changed very easily. This is a bike you can customize very easily with spanners and nuts and bolts, yeah? So if you take this off and this off, then it will look like a bobber. Then it will look just like a bobber bike. If you take this back seat off, then it will look just like a mean old bobber. But it doesn't sound like a mean old bobber. Yeah. This one does. Which I'll give you a review of next time. Thing is, I'm starting now to do some basic reviews of bikes. But I'm not going into too much detail until I get more into it. So this was an 883 Iron Sportster. And got bumped up, got bored out to 1275cc. It's a 20, it says 2016, but I don't think so. I think it's a 2019. Everybody, all Harley guys I meet, they said they've never seen one like this. I say, no, neither have I. So it's had Vance and Hines put on it, a Screaming Eagle. Wow, better cover that up, dog hairs. These you really do need a cover. I don't have the cover for it. And this is a nice bike too, which I'll review that separately. My Sportster. But that was the Royal Enfield. Pretty soon I'll be reviewing another bike soon, but I'm not sure which one, because there's about 5 coming over the next couple of months. So there you go. The Harley Enfield 500cc Classic in stealth black or matte black. Yeah. Beautiful bike. Beautiful bike. But don't expect it to have attitude. Just don't expect it to have attitude. But I'll confirm that when I go out on the road. I think I'll put my GoPro on and go out on the road on it. It does have a Kickstarter, like I said. Does have a Kickstarter, like I said. But I haven't been able to kick it off yet. I haven't been able to. Oh my God, this phone is going all over the place. I haven't been able to. It's not in neutral, that's for sure. No, it is. And you prime it like this, which in India, when it's cold mornings or something, then they need that. But they should click, it bounces back. So it's different to the one I saw in a YouTube review of last year's. And it's new, so it keeps stopping. So he's running in. So I'm going to give it a check now. So just for some technical points, it's 4-stroke with air filter, single cylinder, 499cc, 84mm exhaust. I think it has about 8.5 plus 0.3 to ratio of 1 pressure. I'm not sure what you call that in English. We call it atra suan reng at, the ratio of pressure, compression. 20.3 kilowatts and 5,250 RPM. And it's forced lubrication, wet sump, and has an electronic start and Kickstarter, and uses a Bosch starting WQR8 DC Bosch Huatian. We call that the head of the candle, which I think you mean spark plugs, we used to call them in England. So it has wet clutch and 102 link chain, so it's not a belt drive, it's a chain, and it's 5-speed. So the gear ratio is 1 to 3.063 colon 1. So 3.063 to 1 for first gear, 2.013 to 1 for second gear, 1.522 to 1 ratio for third gear, 1.212 ratio to 1 ratio for fourth gear, and 5 to 1.000 ratio to 1 ratio for fifth gear. Yeah. The ratio of the clutch is 2.15 to 1. Yeah. And it has a main stand and a side kickstand as well. Yeah. And that's about it that I can give for information, because I have the information in the manual in front of me, but I don't know the English translations. I can say it has hydraulic damping 110 millimeter telescopic suspension, and it has ABS brake system. The disc brake in the front wheel is 300 millimeter and the rear wheel is 240 millimeter. And it's DOT4 grade for the brake oil. Yeah. It's a 12-volt DC 3-phase start, electric start. Uses 12-volt AHMF battery, 12-volt H4-60/55-watt bulb for the front headlight, and I think that's about it. I could keep going on for the exhaust pipe specs and so on, but that's about it. They're all 12-volt lighting, basically. And weighs 195 kilos. And I think that's without petrol. And it's allowed to carry up to 365 kilos is its maximum capacity of weight. Yeah, which means 2 fat people, really. That's quite a lot. So it can carry quite a lot. The seat is 805 millimeters high. The whole bike itself is 1,090 millimeters. It's 790 millimeters as its widest point. And it's the lowest point above the floor is 135 millimeters. Yeah. The wheelbase is 1,380 millimeters, and the length is 2,140 millimeters. So it's quite a long bike. The petrol tank holds, I think, 13 to 14 liters. So the tank seems big enough. You can probably do 300 150 kilometers on it without a refill, before having to refill. So all in all, could be made into a shorter distance touring bike with 500cc, or just running around town. Very easy to drive. And it cost me, in Thailand they're more expensive than in some other countries, and in India. Cost me 200,000 baht, brand new, which is about, I don't know, you can do baht to dollars or baht to pounds or euros or whatever your money is to find out how much that cost me brand new, delivered to my door. And that's me just giving a quick first look review of my newly arrived Royal Enfield Classic 500 in matte black. So do so many different videos on different things, so I'll call this one Ajahn Spencer's motorcycle reviews. From Ajahn Spencer's bike reviews, signing off.